Think Mercedes and you think quality, refinement, safety. You don't think sexy and sporty. Unless, of course, your Mercedes has the magical letters CLK on the back. They tell you you're in a Mercedes-Benz sports car and you're in for the kind of driving experience you won't forget in a hurry. The arrival of the Mercedes CLK started it all off. It became a huge hit, with all available cars selling instantly and the order books full until the end of the decade. The designers in Stuttgart clearly liked the new, sleek, sexy Mercedes image and decided to work their magic on a coupe. No more unadventurous coupes, designed for the terminally sensible and boring. Say hello instead to the CLK. Sporty, smooth and sleek. A handsome car resembling a thoroughbred racehorse, with a range of engines under the bonnet that can perform like a Grand National winner. The CLK range comes with a choice of 3 engines. There's a 2-litre entry-level model, a rather sporty 230 compressor, and if it's pure power that you're after, you can give this 3.2-litre V6 a try. Now, Mercedes are keen to convince you that this is a car designed not for the wrinklies amongst us, but for the young, or at the very least, the young at heart. The press pack waxes lyrically about the youthful design and the range of youthful colours. But in reality, I doubt whether many of today's youth would have enough spare change in their pockets to be able to afford one of them. Prices start at just under £27,000, and this, the top of the range 320 Elegance, is £36,600 on the road. Ah, but let's not forget all those little extras. There's metallic paint. That'll be £651.20, please. The very finest leather upholstery, £1,790.81. Get a bit of light into your journey with an electric sunroof, £1,254.61. Maybe you could treat your passenger to an electric seat just like yours. It'll be £724.70. There's a memory to remember your very own seat setting at £720. And why not make your journey even more comfortable? Invest in a pair of orthopaedic seats, £250.94 each. Oh, I could go on, as there are around £8,000 worth of extras on this model, pushing the final price to £45,000. With all those university loans to pay off, the youth of today have got absolutely no chance. But lucky for me, I have the car and I have the key. The minute you open the door to the CLK, you're struck by a sense of luxury and quality. It may be sexy and sleek, but all the traditional Mercedes values are still there. Inside, it's understated, wonderfully crafted and incredibly refined. Everything is positioned perfectly, sensibly and ergonomically. This interior has been designed by people who realise that the journey is every bit as important as the arrival. As you slip the 5-speed auto into drive and gently sail away, you could be floating on air. The orthopaedic seats cushion you. The sport suspension holds you firm over every bump and lump. You simply cruise, letting the cares of the day slip away and enjoying the experience of being behind the wheel. Now, this may be a large car with more room than backseat passengers normally get, and take a look, an absolutely huge boot for a coupe. But behind the wheel, it really doesn't feel that large. The CLK is involving to drive, and you can have plenty of fun in it. It may have an almost regal quality about it, but it doesn't mind if you want to throw it into a few corners. It's always ready and more than willing to have a go. Under the bonnet, the V6 is as smooth as silk. It kicks back beautifully, launching the CLK from 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds, with a top speed of 150 miles per hour. The 5-speed automatic gearbox responds instantly, almost as if it understands what it is that you want it to do. And that's because it really does understand. The electronic system registers every movement on the accelerator pedal, and it learns your driving style. Lots of short, sharp, fast movements on the pedal mean you have a sporty style, and the gearbox responds accordingly. Just think, it won't matter anymore if your wife doesn't understand you, because at least your gearbox will. Now that's just one of the many clever little gadgets and gizmos that start to make you think that, yes, it's a very, very expensive car, but you do get an awful lot for your money. There's ABS with brake assist, acceleration skid control, and how about an electronic stability program? Long words, and they all sound very technical, but what they mean is that if you fail to react quick enough in an emergency, the car will take over and do the job for you. But of all the gadgets that are packed onto this car, my favourite has to be the Parktronic system. All around this rather large vehicle are little sensors that watch where you're going and let you know when you get too close to anything. But even something that's packed with so many wondrous gadgets has to have a few bad points. The CLK's heater, well, it certainly heats up all right, but there doesn't seem to be any setting between roasting hot and rather cold. The windscreen wiper, well, there's just one of them and it's extremely large. It squeaks a lot, doesn't work very well, and sounds as if it's about to take off at any second. And finally the doors. Boy, do they need a good slam to close them properly. And I mean a good slam. The Mercedes CLK is a wonderful car. Okay, it's very expensive and it is also quite elitist, but it's still extremely exciting to drive and it's just so luxurious. There's an added bonus as well. Wherever you go in the CLK, you travel in air-conditioned opulence and splendour, feeling extremely nouveau riche. Until that is you arrive at home and you realise that the car costs more to buy than your house did.